Okay, I'm going to do a quick video of how to use the system to get all of your commendations from the Sea of Thieves website into the commendation database that I've built. So you need to be logged in to your account, and what you want to do is click up here and go to Commendations Hub. This is mainly where you're going to work from. This user account that I'm logged in is a test account. It's completely empty. And so now what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and log into the Sea of Thieves website in another browser on another screen, and I've logged into my real account so that it will have data in there for me to look at. I'm going to go to My Pirate, I'm going to go Reputation, and what I want to look at first is the total commendations on each of these items. So I can see that Tall Tales I've got 206, Bilge Rats 486, 20 Reapers, 21, so on. That's the number I'm going to try to match up as I work through this. The first thing I'm going to work on is going to be Bilge Rats, because I can notice in here there are entire sections that are completed, and I want to knock those out real quick. So now I'm going to move this off to another screen. I'm going to come over here and go Update by Sections. It's going to open up a pop-up window, and in here I can now scroll down to the Bilge Rat section, and I can find those that I've already completed. So Rowboat Revelry, those are all completed. I can just say Mark All. It reloads the page and jumps to the top. That's just how it works right now. But if I scroll down, I can see that this bar is now all the way across, and it shows I've got 8 out of 8, and it's got the green check box. So now I'm just going to go down the list. I've got Sea Forts is complete. I'm going to scroll back down. I've got Buried Treasures complete. Got Mysteries. Got Sunken Kingdom. Ashen Winds. Cruise of Rage. Legends of the Sea. Festival of the Damned. Forsaken Shores. Okay, so that marks all of the ones that I had entirely completed. Now, the next thing I want to do that's going to be easier is if I look at some that are just about all the way done. So you look at Ashen Treasures, it looks like I'm only missing a few there. Shrouded Spoils, only a few there, and the Cursed Cruise, and also Fort of the Dam. I'm going to add those as completely done, and then I'm going to undo those few that I'm missing. So I just want to go to Ashen Treasures. I'm going to say Mark All. Fort of the Damned. Mercenary Voyages. Shrouded Spoils. Cursed Crew. And it looks like I've also got Cursed Sales is done. That one's done. Okay, now I'm going to close this window, and I need to refresh the page because right now you don't see any of these loaded in here yet. So I'm going to click this refresh page button, and now all of these that I marked are done now. So now what I want to do is I'm just going to start from the top again, and I'm going to find those that I didn't really have them all done, but I marked it. So I've got Rowboat Revelry. I think Ashen Treasures. Okay, so Ashen Treasures is one I don't really have all of them, so I'm going to click on View, and that's going to load all the commendations for Ashen Treasures. Now, over on the Sea of Thieves website, I'm now going to click on Ashen Treasures, and now I can see these here. Now, it's up to you how you want to do this. Sometimes I prefer just leave it set on all, because of the fact that these commendations are listed in the same order they are on the website. It's kind of easier sometimes just to go down the list and say, you know, skip 2, click 1, skip 3, click 1. Or you can just click the complete button like that to only see those that are completed. But in this case, I'm going to click incomplete because I really just want to narrow it down to those 3 that I don't have. So now I can see that. I'm going to move it off to the other screen. So it looks like I'm missing tied to the wheel, this one. So all I have to do is, instead of done, I want to click this so it now says need. And then facing the inevitable, this one. And then a noble defeat. It's probably going to be on the next page. Yep, this one. Alright, so now let's check these and make sure this is looking right. I can come over here back to the Commendation Hub. I can go down to the Ashen Treasures. So it says I have 47 out of 50, and on the Sea of Thieves website, if I look up here at the top, see it tells me in this Ashen Treasures area I've got 47 out of 50. So I can see that one's done. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here for a second, and I'll start a timer, and then I just kind of want to be able to say at the end, this is how long it took me to do all of this. Okay. So I'm going to pause it, I'm going to jump ahead, and I'm going to do the same thing that I just showed you. Okay, I'm back now, and I've completed the entire Buildrat section. It took me 9 minutes and 45 seconds to do, a little longer than I would have liked, but it is what it is. I'm not currently entertaining any plans of trying to screen scrape off of the Sea of Thieves website or anything like that. I think this is still just as quick as if you were to have a spreadsheet and, you know, manually go and put it in that way. So anyway, so now what I want to look at here is I want to confirm that I've got 486 on the Sea of Thieves website, and up here at the grand total I've got 486. And now I'm just going to show you the Tall Tales kind of works the same way, because the Tall Tales on the website, when you click on it, you're going to get all these sub menus. Same thing, you can mark off individual sections as done. And then the one I'm going to show you that's different is one like, say for example, the Reapers, or any of these emissaries that are only 1 level deep, meaning that on the Sea of Thieves website, if I go to Reapers, it just immediately goes right to these. I'm going to click on complete so I can see the ones I've completed, and now I'm going to come over here to Reaper's Bones. I'm going to click on view. I've got 20 out of 31 done, so it's really a toss-up if I wanted to, you know, mark all of them as done and then undo some of them, but I'm just going to go through the route of, I'm going to leave them blank and then I'm going to mark them. So I'm going to click on view, and this brings up all the individual Reaper's Bones items, and then I'm just going to go down the list, and as I see the ones I need, and for me it's just quicker just to scan the title name here as I look at the title name over on the website on my other screen. So I've got this one. I'm going to go worthy, dedicated, esteemed. Okay, so that should be all of them. Now I'm going to go back over here to the hub. I'm going to look at the total, 20 out of 31, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to scroll up and confirm 20 out of 31 up here. And so you just do the same thing for all of the other commendations. Based on how long it's taken me to do it, I think that would probably be about another 10 minutes or so, and I would be done with the rest. And then I would have all of them imported. Now once they're imported, what this does for you is over here I'm calling these the tiles, And these are kind of quick picks that you can use while you're playing the game, because the idea is that, you know, you're out there playing the game, you see phantoms on the island. Well, I can see right here I've got 13 out of 20 commendations done that involve phantoms, and so I can click on this and I can see what I'm missing. So I can see that I need to use the bone collar. Well, I'm going to go see if I've got any bone collars on the boat, or I still have some of the knife left to do. It looks like that's probably the keg knife kaboom. Okay, yeah, I had to go look. The keg knife kaboom, that was one that involves skeletons. That's why it's not showing up on this list. But basically, you know, I've got phantoms. Now I know what I need to do with phantoms. Things like, you know, while wearing the ghostly curse, or with cursed cannonballs and so on. Back on the hub, also, if there were a world event that popped up and I wanted to know, do I need to do that? I could come down here and I see that there's an Ash and Wind event that's popped up. Well, I've got 5 out of 6 done, and so I'm thinking, oh, well, do I want to go do that? Well, let's see what I'm missing. It looks like I'm missing setting 50 enemy players on fire. So, yeah, that's going to be a toss-up, because I could go do it and get the skull. But then those of you that play the game, you're also going to know, well, you can also get the Ash and Wind skull off of the Burning Blade. And so you wouldn't necessarily have to do an Ash and Wind event. Actually, now that I look at this carefully, Obsidian Ash and Wind skull. So I think the Obsidian Ash and Wind skull is only available on the Burning Blade. So this one, I actually need to change it so it doesn't show up, because that would not be available at an Ash and Wind event. It would have to be at the Burning Blade, and I bet that's not going to show up over here. So I need to move that over. So these are the kind of things that I need people to, you know, start using the system and give me some feedback on, because a lot of this stuff you really have to know from playing the game. Alright, so back to the Commendations hub. And if you've got any suggestions for tiles you need, let me know that as well. So that's where I'm going to end the video. Have fun, enjoy the app, and let me know what you think.